Hey YouTube, sitting here working on the front cradle, and had a pain in the butt with this. I think I posted a video with that bushing. I can't remember in it or not, but had a pain in the butt. When I put the bushing in, it was so wallered out on the front, and I cleaned it. It was so full of grease. It was like that full of grease on the backside that it was this hole that was supposed to be this size. Well, about a 1/4 inch larger, was literally wore down to here, and you can see this is my weld here. It was all the way down to there on the back side. So I got this is too tight, I can't get in to show you, but I've had to build all this material up with weld that's 1.25 inches at least, 1.25 inches, I think it's 1.25 inches thick steel, and build all that up, grind it all down, and then I don't know how well I have lights shining. You can see that that's bent out. That's where this cradle sets on. Well, it's bent out so the pin wouldn't line up through. So I got a bolt and washer. I'm gonna heat it up red hot and bend it square again so the pin lines up. And he had been driving this and logging with this without a pin in the front end or in the back, and just been riding in there and wearing in. Well, I mean, that's not a big deal, except for, I mean, I can't believe this. I hope this camera shows. That is the oil pan right there. That is a crap ton of weld. A crap ton of weld. Because that differential, maybe you can see it here, see if I can get a light on, is wore down. Trying to get my hand. I don't even see it. That's the top of the differential. It's freaking wore down from riding on that oil pan. And I was wondering why that, I mean, this thing has leaked a lot of oil. Well, now, and I thought, well, maybe it's a drain pan, or, you know, they have a little tube. I don't know if you see the tube up there from the air box in there where they'll, the oil will drain out. I thought, well, maybe that, but no. I mean, I'm looking at it now. I'm not going to fix it right now. I probably should, but it's just not worth it. That weld leaks, so it must be cracked. And it runs down, drips, you see it's all dripping, but, I mean, for what it is right now, I got bigger fish to fry on the skidder, and I can always add a little oil, and it's not the end of the world, but I'll have to keep an eye on my oil. But anyways, I wanted to share that with you, what I'm going through here, laying on the floor. But see, a lot of this is hydraulic oil, actually. That's engine oil. This is all hydraulic oil I'm laying in. I put dirt on it to kind of soak it up because the cylinders leak. You see that? But anyways, that's I wanted to share that with you guys because you know, someone got in there and welded that pan up. I just thought that was crazy. But then that I've never even noticed that the differential had been riding on it this whole time, sliding around. So anyways, it's gonna be fun. Get the torch in here, try not to catch everything on fire. Try to get that, it looks like 3/4 inch steel, red hot. And I'm imagining what happened with this pin is that the pin has snap rings that hold them in. And the snap ring popped out because everything was wore out. The bushings were wore out. And so it was sliding around in there. You know, this cradle's walking back and forth. And it broke the snap rings. Well, and then no one paid attention. Well, the pin walked out. And then they tried to put the pin back in. They couldn't get it in, so they probably took a machine or took this and drove it up against a stump, trying to push that pin back in, and caught the edge there and bent that 3/4. Because I can't see how else you'd bend that 3/4. I mean, it doesn't show it very well, but I mean it's bent. It's bent over 2 inches out. I measured it already. So, anyways. It's Saturday night. My wife and George are at a church function and helping out with that, and I pretty much got a free night, so I'm enjoying my weekend laying in filth. But honestly, I'm actually enjoying it, but alone time is good. But so I just wanted to share that with you guys. That was kind of cool. Not a lot of people post videos on stuff like that, but I mean, this had the spherical bearings in there, and I put the bronze bushings, and I think that'll be a lot better. I left it in the back, but This is the one that's really wore out, and so I gave it about, I think I gave it 6 thousandths slip there for the pin. 6 or 10 thousandths, it was right, I remember it's kind of weird number, maybe it was 8, anyways, whatever it was. I gave it a little extra so I could get the pin and everything in there, because I knew after I get that bent back, I'll probably have to grind the hole out a little bit for the pin to slide in, because nothing will be lined up. And I'll put this pin in first. This won't happen tonight, but I'll put this pin in first, and then after I get this pin in, then I'll be able to walk it around and get the wiggle everything, get the back pin in. But anyways, I'll talk to you later, YouTube.